Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Let's Play Demon's Souls. This is part 2, as you can see in the title of the video. And as you have probably also noticed, there's quite a difference between this particular Demon's Souls Let's Play to the part 1 that you saw previously. Part 1 that is currently uploaded on my channel that you probably watched before watching this video, if you were watching these videos in chronological order, that is. Yes, that video, part 1, is part of the previous Let's Play Demon's Souls series that I did, and for whatever reason I didn't really feel like I wanted to get rid of that particular video. I don't know, I just didn't want to get rid of it off my channel. I felt that it would have been a shame to do so. But yeah, so I've essentially decided to do a new Let's Play Demon's Souls with this new microphone, which as you can tell is a little bit better than the previous one that I used. And I also kind of felt like playing Demon's Souls, just in general, so yeah, that's why I'm doing it all again. So anyway, this particular build, how it differs from the previous one. So last time I was using the knight character, which is more of a balanced build. This one here is mainly leaning towards magic. So I'll show you the stats here. I can't really remember the stats for the knight set, so I can't really make a direct comparison. Oh, well, the stats are a little bit different here because I've leveled up once after doing the World 1-1 Boletarian Palace, which is what I did in the previous video. But anyway, yeah, so as you can see, the stats here are mainly leaning toward magic, intelligence, and dexterity. So we will be going for a magic / dex build at this moment in time. I can't imagine that I'm going to change that at some point. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to see. I may come up with a better idea or something at some point in time. But anyway, we'll have to see once again. I just repeated myself on that. But anyway, what we're going to be doing in this video, well, we're probably going to be doing a few things in this video, but what I'm going to do for now is go and fight a certain enemy that exists within World 1-1, and you can only access this boss. I said access rather strangely, it made me sound like I had a lisp. Anyway, the only way to really access, well, it's not a boss, I don't know why I'm calling it a boss, what am I on about? It's more like a additional area in World 1-1, and you can only access it after you beat the boss, after not dying in World 1-1, so it's kind of like a mini challenge area. The reason why I go through it is because it gives you some additional souls, and if you are a female character you can actually get an additional armor set, but I don't think it's, well, technically 2 armor sets, interestingly enough, but one of them is a female only armor set that isn't really that good to my memory. But anyway, just for now I'm gonna, oh, okay, well, I wasn't, okay, that's ridiculous. I'm not impressed with that. Not impressed with that at all. But anyway, okay, why is this gate here? I'm confused. See, I don't know. See, this happened in my last playthrough as well. See, I haven't died in Boletarian Palace, and I've killed the boss, so why is it that I can't access this area? That's bizarre. I almost... See, I'm positive that I have been able to access that area after beating the boss in this place without dying, so that's very bizarre how that's not happening. So anyway, this is the second time in a row that this has happened. I don't know why this is happening. I really do not understand, but anyway, I'll just sort of mention the weapon that I'm using right now. It's called the, is it the scimitar or the falchion? I'm pretty sure it's the scimitar. Let me double check that. Yes, it is the scimitar. But anyway, the reason why I'm using it is because it's a very fast-moving weapon, as you'll be able to see, and it works very well in the way that you're able to sort of flinch monsters. Well, monsters, I say monsters because, you know, I'm used to referring to enemies as monsters from Monster Hunter. But anyway, it's a good weapon to use to flinch enemies before they can actually hit you. So it encourages aggressive play, but at the same time you need to be watching what it is you're doing, and I rolled there, but I was a little bit too late. But anyway, by the looks of it, it seems that we're going to have to go and tackle this next area, and hopefully we'll be able to access that additional area after we've killed this next boss that we're going to be fighting, and I'm not too sure if that's possible, but we'll give it a try anyway. So I'm going to use a Crescent Moongrass here, and yeah. I only killed those enemies back there because I wanted to sort of accumulate my souls in a small way. Of course, the enemies in World 1-1 do not exactly drop the largest number of souls, but I just kind of do it anyway, and look at me. I'm this desperate to actually kill things at this point. Look, in the end, I enjoy killing things, okay? That's just the sad truth. That is my, what should I call it? My, God, what, you know, I really hate it when I can't think of words just off the top of my head. But anyway, it's my, confession. There you go. That's my confession for the day. I enjoy killing things. But anyway, I think I have the Thief's Ring on at the moment. I'm amazed that these enemies are attacking me so effortlessly and actually hitting me. Let's double. Yes, we do have... Oh, wait. I don't think we have another ring to use in place of the Cling Ring. So let me just see if I do have another ring. I don't believe that I do. No, I don't. Of course, if I did decide to do a risky thing and get the Ring of Great Strength, I probably would have been able to do that, but I didn't. I decided not to be a risky person. So we need to kind of avoid this thing here. As you can see, not too difficult to deal with when you've got a shield. And most people do have a shield, so you should be relatively okay with these enemies. You are still only in World 1 too, so if you're having serious problems, then I don't know, maybe you should have you should have to. I don't know what you should have to do, to be honest. But anyway, probably, I don't know, get used to this game or something. Okay, that's a bad position for me to be in. Let me just use a soul arrow to speed this up, shall I? But yeah, the good thing about these enemies here, as you just noticed there, is that they drop shards of hardstone and sharpstone, and hardstone and sharpstone are really the first two upgrade materials that you need when you're going through this game. They basically allow you to upgrade any weapon that you get earlier on. And we basically, I think we only needed one more. Oh no, we need 2 more hardstone shards too. Or is it sharpstone? Well, that's strange. Usually you use hardstone to upgrade strength scaling weapons, but this is a... Look, this is a dex scaling weapon and it needs hardstone. I'm almost positive that I saw hardstone when I was upgrading this thing, but anyway. Oh well. Too bad. Looks like this game is trying to confuse me again. Okay, so that's some half moon grass. I'll just briefly explain the grasses if I didn't explain it in the previous video. I can't really remember if I did. Oh look, there's another one of these guys. But yeah, crescent moon grass is the lowest form of grass in terms of how much it heals you for. If you look here, it only heals about, well, I don't know how many centimeters that is. But, oh yeah, it's Strava of Boletaria, if you remember him in the previous video. Yeah, he's in prison now, and, you know, we probably could have hung around and sort of protected him from getting arrested or whatever the hell happened. But no, we had things to do. We had bosses to kill and such. But anyway, yeah, crescent moon grass here, that's a pretty low healing grass. And then, okay, it's not in my... Okay, here we go. There's half moon grass, that's the next level, and that heals a pretty decent amount. And then late moon grass heals a shit ton, a shit ton, basically. Not adding an additional N on the word ton. But anyway, and then after that you've got full moon grass, which almost heals you entirely. And then after that you've got new moon grass, which heals you entirely. And then if you've still got... okay, that's going to kill me, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, look at me being smart and not taking risks. But anyway, and after new moon grass, which heals you fully, there is a grass even beyond that called dark moon grass, which heals any ailments you have, such as poison or bleeding or whatever you may have. So yeah, it's a... well, I don't know. When you have a crapload of dark moon grass, I suppose it's a good thing, but anyway. There's a... oh, okay, the dragon's on the other side. I just wanted to pick up these items, basically. Okay, the reason why we just got a bunch of souls there is because the dragon just breathed fire on this area here and killed a bunch of enemies. But anyway, I'm just going to go up here and kill some enemies myself. I'm amazed that this guy wasn't really affected by my attacks here. So this guy is going to offer a annoying strategy. Well, not really offer, but you know what I mean. He's going to do things that are going to annoy me. That managed to do a little bit of damage to me through that shield, because this isn't exactly the best shield that one could possibly have. I should probably get a better shield at some point. Would really like it if I had a knight shield. The knight shield is probably one of the better shields that you can get in the game in terms of its size and in terms of its stability and basically various different guard blocks. In the end, it's one of the best shields that you can get in this game. Kind of similar to how in Dark Souls you've got the Silver Knight shield. Funny how that works. The interesting thing is the Knight shield plus 10, I believe, is better than the What is it called? You know, the shield that you get from one of the final guys. You know, the guy who's with the woman in World 5-4. Whatever his name is, yeah, that shield that you get plus 10 isn't as good as the Knight shield plus 10, so yeah, I don't know. Of course, I didn't really explain that too well, so fair enough if you don't know what on earth I'm talking about. I wouldn't blame you too much for that. But anyway, I'm just going to be using my Crescent Moon Grass here because it's not going to take very long for Crescent Moon Grass to be very, very not useful to us. And just to make things quicker, I'm going to use some magic here because, of course, this is an option that we have. And magic is pretty good in the way that it does a crap ton of damage. Usually, one hits at this point. Whoa. Okay, let's... That was a pretty great non-targeting use of magic, and I probably could have gotten away with not using it there. But anyway. Ring of Gash Resistance. We might as well equip it because, you know, resistance against bleeding. I don't know how many enemies give us bleeding in this area, but whatever. We'll just have it equipped now because the Cling Ring literally does absolutely nothing. And as you can see, we just got Dark Moon Grass, the most, I guess, effective grass that exists in this game. So as you can see, fully heals HP and status ailments. So yeah, it cannot get any better than that. So that's pretty interesting how in the second world of this game we get the most powerful grass, before we end up getting Full Moon and New Moon Grass. You start getting New Moon Grass in World 1-3, I believe, and then you start getting Full Moon around... maybe World 2-3, I would say. Of course, if you're confused as to what I'm on about when I'm saying world such and such, then I don't know, you'll get used to it eventually, I would imagine. But anyway, yeah, we're currently, I mean, it's hard for me to really explain it coherently. I guess there are multiple archstones that you can go through, and they all have different sections, and basically each section is named according to the archstone and what number section it is within the archstone. So we're currently in archstone 1 and we're in the second section, so therefore this is world 1-2, because world 1 and then it's the second section. You get the idea. So I'm gonna, okay, that's not happening. We need to we need to be smart about this, guys. I'm not gonna do silly risky things. That's not what I want to do in this let's play. I want to make sure that I don't die. I mean, it may happen anyway that I die because it's me and I do stupid things like that, but I would like to not do that. Usually these guys are pretty easy to deal with, but when you have a reasonably weak weapon like mine, it is a little bit harder to do things. Even though it's, as I said, it has that fast moving attack speed, you know, it's still not that great considering it doesn't do that much damage. Oh, I was about to say there's no one up here. What's going on? Managed to kill... Oh, I was about to say managed to kill both of them, but yeah, well, that didn't really happen until I paused there, but anyway. So yeah, we're not going to go down here again because that links up to the same pathway, and if we want to see, remember on one side there was Ostrava of Boletaria, and on the opposite side there is actually a merchant, but there's nothing that we really want to buy from that merchant right now, I don't believe. So anyway, we're just going to let the fire burn, and then we'll just continue upward. Now this area here is a little bit different. A little bit difficult. That's the word that I was looking for. Different and difficult. These words do not mean the same thing as far as I know. But anyway, I'm going to use magic here just to make things easier. Ooh. That was quite close, Mr. Dragon. I wasn't very comfortable with that. Anyway, yes, this area is pretty simple to take on if you have a good weapon. But anyway, I'm just going to parry this guy. And you see, even with the riposte, it doesn't do that much damage with this weapon. So it's a good idea to really... Oh, that is just cheating. Look at this guy. This guy's an asshole. Okay, that was just silly, man. I wasn't feeling that. I'm going to backstab your ass. You're annoying. Yeah. As you can see, they can use healing things, and that's definitely pretty unfair. But anyway, I'm just going to pick up this item because... Oh, okay, so Full Moon Grass, there you go. I'm amazed what kind of grasses we're getting at this early point in the game. But anyway, I guess we'll parry this guy. Magic can basically kill them in one hit, to my memory. But I like using the weapon whenever I can, because weapons are fun to use, of course. I mean, that's usually what you're using the most when you're playing through this game, because of course, magic does consume your magic bar. And you don't really want to be using endless fresh / old spice to heal it up because it's a little bit unnecessary and not great. Oh great, let's use magic for this guy. Because this is just annoying. I don't really want to waste my time, you know, I just want to kill that thing. So we got 2 large hardstone shards, so fortunately, once we have completed this area, we'll be able to upgrade our scimitar here. Still a little bit confused as to why we're using hardstone to upgrade something that... Okay, I should probably go and kill these guys before I do that. Actually, no, they're not looking at me. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm a little bit confused as to why we're using hardstone to upgrade a dex scaling weapon. I believed that that was for strength scaling weapons, and then dex weapons we used sharpstone. There you go. Oh my god. It's very difficult for me to get sentences out sometimes, especially when I'm actually doing things while playing the game. It makes things a little bit difficult for me. Just checking how long we've been recording for here, only 18 minutes or so, which is pretty good. We're making good time. Of course, these early areas here aren't as time consuming as the later ones. Probably one of the longest areas in the game would be World 3-2. I'd say that's probably one of the longest. What else would be a really long area? I think maybe World 4-2 might be kind of long as well. It's hard to really recall, but anyway. What are we doing here? I suppose we're going to go and fight this guy. Now, it's very easy to kill this guy with magic, and because I'm mainly leaning toward magic in terms of, you know, my build here, I'm going to be using magic, because the thing is, when you fight this guy melee, you kind of want a good weapon, and I don't really have a good weapon. I mean, it just doesn't have that much damage, and even though it does a lot of attacks per second, or mainly every 10 seconds, I guess, per second it's kind of like, and one, I mean, two attacks per second, I mean, that's reasonably good. Close to two per second anyway, but anyway, I said anyway, twice there, but anyway. Oh my god, it's terrible, it's getting worse, everyone. So anyway, I'm gonna use, oh my god, I said it again, I need help. So, we're probably gonna use Soul Arrow here a little bit, but I'll probably go down and attack this guy melee anyway, but let's just watch the cutscene. As you'll be able to see, this is a pretty intimidating boss fight, especially considering it's, for the most part, the second boss that you fight in this game. But he's not that difficult to deal with, so don't worry. As long as you know what he does and how he works, you should be alright, I guess. So I'm going to make sure that I don't use magic in this area unless I'm attacking the boss. Don't worry about getting hit by anyone, just run as fast as you can up here, and then out of the range of that knight guy, because he does have ranged attacks, magical ranged attacks, as you may be able to see in a moment. I'm just looking at him here. Okay, he doesn't really feel like doing anything at the moment, because he's a lazy bastard. Okay, no, now he's doing it. Okay, that was possibly, you know, okay, he's shooting another one. So yeah, he just continues to shoot those things until the end of time, basically. And, you know, that's a positive thing, because he... Okay, that wasn't good. Okay, let's roll out of there. What am I doing? I'm doing stupid things, everyone. I should be fine as long as I'm running around, but anyway. I was trying to attack that archer as he was falling down, but it didn't really work out too well, as you could see there. I almost did it again. But anyway, yeah, this boss is really not that difficult, because of course, as I said, he's more or less the second boss that you fight in the game. But he is a big step up from the Phalanx, I have to say. You know, you go from this blob that's just walking around, well, not even walking, it doesn't have any legs, but it's just sort of sliding around on the ground, not actually attacking you at all. And then you've got this guy who is very much attacking you, and very much doing a considerable amount of damage. So he is a big step up, and it's kind of where the game says, okay, well, you're going to have to start, like, actually paying attention to what it is that you're doing here. Because otherwise you're just going to go ahead and die. Okay, that's just ridiculous. I didn't like how that was body blocking me there. Let's pick up this item, shall we? I wouldn't mind some fresh spice, actually, because I am going to need a little bit of it. Ooh, that's not good. That could have been a little bit risky. That probably would have come close to killing me right there. Oh, go away with your bloody spears. Anyway, so now I'm going to demonstrate basically how to kill this guy with magic. It's pretty simple. Oh god, why are you so far away and stuff? So let's just let this guy do his thing. And I suppose we can... I think there's better timing for this, but yeah, that seems to be the appropriate timing. So because we're attacking his head, which is his most vulnerable point, we're doing a pretty reasonable amount of damage right now. So we may be able to actually kill him without having to go melee because of the amount of damage that we're doing with this soul arrow here. Oh damn it, we actually missed him with that. That's unfortunate. So yeah, I reckon this one fresh spice that we have here is going to be enough to kill him, which is pretty fortunate for us. Yeah, essentially how you kill this guy melee is you aim for his feet until he falls over, and then you attack his head. So it is basically well established, no matter how you're doing this fight, that his head is the weak point. I'm not having the best timing here with my attacks. That is the best timing that you could have, sort of. Do it before he does his attack, and then when he starts doing his attack. Yeah, well that was an example of not what you should be doing, because I'm too busy talking to actually play the game, as you can tell. It's not like I've ever done that before, you know. Prioritizing my commentary. It does happen at times, but the funny thing is I go back and forth between the two, so sometimes you're going, is this guy like retarded or something when he's doing his commentary? You know, that's because I'm going back and forth between prioritizing what I'm doing with my commentary and the game, so it kind of goes back and forth a little bit. Okay, I'm going to have to end up using this fresh spice here, which is okay, I don't mind too much. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do, okay. Just do that because I don't want to mess up the timing here. Okay, there we go. And now he's dead, so let's just roll down and take out the remainder of these archers, I suppose. And they're attacking me without really worrying to... Oh, never mind, they just get killed automatically, okay. That works out well, I guess. That sounded very strange how I said, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so that's World 1, 2 taken care of. And, of course, you pick up the Demon Soul when you go to the Archstone there, or the Warp... The Archstone Warp, I guess. Yeah, it says Touch Archstone, but you know, you get the idea. I kind of want to say Archstone. I feel that Archstone would be a better thing than Archstone, but, you know, it's just... ARCH is just one of those ambiguous words where it could really mean Arch or Arc. It's really kind of hard to say, but anyway. I don't know if we're going to do anything else in this video. I kind of want to be honest, but it's kind of rare that you have a short video for Demon Souls, so I might just split this video and another video. That might work out well. But I'll keep recording for now, guys. I'll just keep this video going. It might end up being about... No, it probably won't even end up being 30 minutes. But anyway, essentially what we do whenever we finish an area is we go down here. Okay, we only have 2 types of consumable souls here. But yeah, make sure that after you do an area, every single time, use all of the consumable souls that you have acquired. Because of course that helps you to level up and such. But what I'm going to do now, because this is a little bit... Well, I'm going to prioritize it to leveling up. But I'm going to upgrade my weapon here. Now, I don't really know if I want to go with the scimitar. Is there a better weapon that I could possibly... Oh, it is Sharpstone. God, I'm an idiot. Anyway. I thought I saw Hardstone, but anyway, yeah, I mean, I was right. So dex scaling weapons do use Sharpstone, but anyway. I'm not too sure if there's a better weapon that I could be using. I mean, a scimitar is reasonable, but I just don't like the range of it. I think there could be better weapons that I could use. I mean, for instance, a blue blood sword, which is a little bit extreme for me to be wanting to use at this point in the game. But you know, the blue blood. Oh, yeah. Does that scale with miracles or faith, I should say, or magic? I mean, hard to say. I can't really remember. Anyway, look, I'll upgrade the scimitar for now because I think it's a reasonably fun weapon to use, and of course, I don't really want to be using a really shit weapon. So let's upgrade it to +2, I suppose. It sounds good. And we need 4 more shards of Sharpstone. And realistically, we could buy them all now if we wanted to, because there is a merchant in World 2-1, just here, Stonefang Tunnel, which we will be going to in the next video, who sells Hardstone and Sharpstone for 500 souls each. But I don't really want to upgrade that badly, so we should be okay. So now let's go ahead and level up. It's called Seeking Soul Power. I don't really want strength yet. I probably won't do that. Now, okay, I want to increase my magic bar, so MP would be intelligence, as you can tell. I mean, magic increases magical power, but intelligence is reasonable too. Let's just see how we're going here. I'll take it to 20. How about that? That sounds reasonable, doesn't it? And maybe this to 15. And then I'll do the rest in vitality, perhaps. I'll need to upgrade endurance a little bit soon. Because, of course, endurance, I mean, a lot of people skip endurance, but it is a pretty good thing to have. As you can see, it increases equip burden, and that's also quite necessary. And having increased stamina can actually save your life. It really can. But anyway, for now, I guess we're keeping with the default stamina bar length for now. So, yeah, I don't really think there's much else that we can do in the way of spells at the moment. So, I would say... An interesting thing is the wooden catalyst is actually probably the best catalyst in the game. I mean, there is a silver catalyst, and there's an insanity catalyst. But in the end, I think the wooden catalyst is the best one that you can go with. It just seems to do the best in terms of, you know, damage in conjunction with, you know, the I don't know. I'm not going to go into it, but anyway, yeah, use the wooden catalyst. It's the best one. Don't be fooled by silver and other funny words like that. But anyway, actually, you know, oh, whatever, who cares? I'm not going to get into it too much. But anyway, yes, this is the end of this particular video, and I'm going to actually record the next one after this also, because I'm in the mood to do recordings today. So anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been part 2 of Let's Play Demon's Souls. I hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, catch you in part 3.